I haven't been able to do any Mogul males recently because I was ferociously attacked by a 5'7" Welshman. I'll play you the clip right now.
The replay.
Yeah, by Starforge.
Oh
my God, you saw his whole hand.
Still hurts to look at. Honestly, had a little bit of a bruise there. Later found out how incredibly dangerous doing slap boxing was from a Charlie video where he said that the lack of ear protection could have easily led to a burst eardrum. So thankfully that didn't happen. But what it did do is knock me out of my brain for the past few days. So I'm here with a little bit of a late update on some insane drama that happened at the Mogul Chess Boxing Championship. Now, if you're not aware of the event that I'm talking about, it was a chess boxing event that I ran on Sunday that was widely seen. A lot of people watched it. They had 3.5 million views on the stream VOD. At peak, 317,000 people were watching, which is a little under double the amount of people who watched me watch Dream reveal his face. So not bad at all. And one of the biggest things to come out of the event was the hot and juicy drama. Every good sporting spectacle needs a bit of drama, all right? Whether it's Tom Brady and Deflategate or baseball players and every single one of them cheating. You need a little bit of drama. So here's my John Boy breakdown of what happened at the Smash Boxing World Championship. And first, I got to start with a little bit of context because this fight was between, where the drama took place, Andrea Botez, who you might know being a streamer, part of the Botez sisters, up against Dina Bad Bishop Belenkaya, a Russian-Israeli women's grandmaster who was favored very heavily in the chess portion, but Andrea, being a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, was heavily favored in the boxing portion. And they were talking a lot of shit online, but what really sealed the deal that this was going to be, you know, a movable object, unstoppable force, was this video.
If I lose in the chess.
What's your biggest fear going into the fight?
To break Andrea's nose, because the face is the moneymaker.
I think it'll definitely be knockout, whether it'll take 1 or 2 or 3 rounds, who knows. My goal is to survive in the chess as long as I can, but I think third try will be a charm.
There was a quote from Dina that said, I hope Andrea's good at podcasting because she's not going to be able to use her face anymore after this. Pretty bold statements. Anyway, let's roll the clip that led to all the drama. This is the third round of boxing, the 6th total round in the chess boxing event. The way it works is you swap from chess to boxing, yada yada. And the status of the game, of the fight, was that Andrea was losing heavily in chess like everybody expected, but had Dina on the ropes in boxing. And in this round already, there was one standing count. So the way it works is a referee, once they see someone who's not really defending themselves and they're kind of just getting their shit pushed in, they start to count like this, you know, like you would if there was a knockdown, call it a standing count, and they count to 8. And if you don't say, hey, I'm ready to fight again, they call the fight. Or if they look in your eyes and they see that you're glazing, whatever, they'll call the fight. And if it happens 3 times, if they have to count 3 times in one round, the fight is guaranteed over. So there's already been one in this round. And as you can see, Andrea is primed for a right hook, ready to whack Dina in the white. Let's take a look.
She's throwing swings out. Dina running around. She's got to be more gas than any other. That's it. There's a stun. No.
And that's as the commentator, me, is saying, that's the second standing count. So he's going to count to 8. By the 8th count, Dina has to show that she's ready. She throws the fists up. She's trying to delay as long as possible. Take the full 8 seconds because it does chew into the actual fight clock. Throws them up. I'm ready.
20 seconds. 8.
But if you look at her, she doesn't really look ready. She looks exhausted. She's doing her best Humpback of Notre Dame cosplay. In the final 17 seconds, Andrea is at peak.
17. Andrea has to deliver the killing blow. Andrea. 10 seconds. Will she deliver the killing blow and win? Or will she lose to checkmate? Separate.
Now, they separate there. This is a normal separation that happens. It's not a standing count. It's just refs separating people who are too close. They're getting too huggy. It's not really fighting anymore.
5 seconds left.
But the moment that Dina puts her arms on the top rope, as you can see, one of the coaches in the back scream at her, the ref makes a bit of a face and starts
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
the third count.
But Andrea waited out time. Oh, there's the bell. Dina waited out time. Survived the round.
Then the bell rings, but the problem is he did his third standing count. Now, what actually happened in the fight is that it continued. You can watch through.
Oh my gosh.
The crowd starts booing because I think they saw a standing count. They thought it should have been over. They thought that Andrea should have won that.
The same way Andrea
But the ref didn't actually wave off the fight. Nobody who was producing the event really called anything off. It played out. They switched over to the chess portion, which Dina handily won in the next few seconds because Andrea was out of time. She was then declared the winner, and that was kind of the end of it for a little bit. I mean, they did the post interviews, and clearly Andrea was not too happy.
Boxing, absolutely phenomenal boxing. You knew you had the checkmate coming.
I tried to stall, but unfortunately, I thought this was a chess boxing match. It felt more like hide and seek.
So a little bit of trash talk, but I in the commentary desk at the time didn't think anything else of it. I thought, oh, what an amazing fight. The women's cards always deliver. They're the greatest fights I've seen in any creator event. And it went well. Moved on with my day until I checked Twitter. And Twitter, well, they were not singing the same tune. A lot of people were tweeting out things like Streets know Andrea won. Andrea should have won that. Rigged. Andrea super won that. I mean, you can read for yourself the amount of tweets on Andrea's side. Refs cooking the book, yada, yada, yada. And to an extent, they're 100% right. What happened is right after the fight, the ref actually went over to Andrea and said, hey, that probably shouldn't have happened. Didn't outright say, hey, I made a mistake, I was wrong, we had to rescind it. But that shouldn't have happened the way it happened. I'm sorry. And then Andrea came to me and said, oh, so am I the winner now? And then I had the tough decision for the entire after party, about an hour-long group meeting with every single referee, every single chess boxing official that we had there to make a call on what actually happened. And the facts are that there were 3 total standing counts. 3 total standing counts in one round. It was the 4th total standing count in the fight. Either way, that should be the final of it. It doesn't usually continue after that. So right here, the moment the count starts, you don't even do the count. You're just supposed to immediately wave the fight.
Separate.
So right here,
5 seconds,
Oh my
5 seconds.
if she didn't have her hands on the top ropes and just had her fists up, which I think if she knew she would have done, the fight would have been fine. She would have won fair and square, and there would be no arguing it. But because right here, with 1 second left, the ref pulls out his thumb to count 1, that's the 3rd standing count of the round. That should clear it. That should be just wave the hands, winner Andrea by technical knockout. Now, the fact of the matters are, that's not what happened in real life. We played it on. Dina won through checkmate. It would be kind of weird on hindsight to remove the win after playing through it, because she did an amazing job getting in the ring, lasting as long as she did, and also playing a high enough level chess to guarantee, even though her head was getting bashed in, that she would win by checkmate eventually, which made Andrea resign. So we decided to take, perhaps to some, a little of the middle of the road option. After reviewing the fight from last night and talking chess boxing officials, Botez should have been awarded a TKO after the ref initiated the 4th standing count of the fight, 3rd of the round. After discussing with the players, we are not reversing Dina's win because the fighters played it out in the moment and she competed valiantly. However, we have decided to award Andrea a belt for her performance and to correct the decision that was made in the ring. A bit of a consolation prize, sure, you can call it a participation trophy, but I also think it's the most accurate interpretation of the rules when they were enforced incorrectly, trying to do right by everybody involved with it. And here's Andrea's take on it.
Ludwig made the announcement that he's correcting the ref's decision and declaring us both winners, giving me a belt as well. But that's cringe. There can only be one.
And if you didn't catch on, that was, of course, Dina Belenkaya with the belt being ripped from Andrea, who also tweeted out herself, Dina, that there can only be one rematch, all caps. We'll see. Do you think I should do another chess boxing event next year? Should we have a rematch of Andrea Dina? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe while you're here, and I'm back to making more videos now that I can see straight. Damn it, Connor, you really hit me with a big one, huh? All right, see you later. Have a good one. Goodbye. All right, see you later. Goodbye.